so we're going to cover the cerebral blood vessels, the Circle of Willis, and some of the related vessels on this particular model. We have it, of course, on the picture, but I want to show it on the model because sometimes we get confused transferring it over. So, when we look at the model, the Circle of Willis is made up of actually 9 different contributions of arteries, and we're going to go through those first. If you look at these 2 posts here, and I'll kind of angle it a little bit, we're looking at the base of the brain, by the way. So if we look here, left side, right side, we flip it up, left side, right side, because we're always labeling left or right if there is a left or right for that structure. This red post is going to be the left internal carotid artery. This right post here is going to be the right internal carotid artery. Okay. Now what we have coming up and around, and sometimes the models show it up here like a little antenna like we see in the picture, but this little arch here, okay, that's going to be the right anterior cerebral artery. And then, well, let's just cover the left first. This is going to be the left anterior cerebral artery. And right in between, you can't really see it well on this model, but if it's like right in the center, there's a tiny little connector that you can see on your picture from the textbook. And that's called the anterior communicating artery. So we're going to be right in the center. So these arches are anterior cerebrals. Right in the center is an anterior communicating artery, and there's only one of them, so there's no left or right on that. Most of these have lefts and rights. If we look here, so now again, this is a model, so we'll pretend that artery is connected. Okay, so it's connected to the internal carotid on the right here. This is the right posterior communicating artery. And then we have the left posterior communicating artery here, right around on the other side of the pituitary gland there. This is the pituitary gland. Okay. This right here, again, it's a model, so we're just going to connect it. See this right here? We're going to connect it with the one that's on the model itself. And that is going to be the right posterior cerebral. So this was right posterior communicating artery. This is right posterior cerebral artery. On this side, left posterior communicating artery, and then left posterior cerebral artery there, okay? And that takes care of our Circle of Willis. So we've got a left and right posterior cerebral, a left and right posterior communicating, a left and right internal carotid, a left and right anterior cerebral, and then one anterior communicating, and that makes up our 9, okay? Now, coming off of the Circle of Willis, we've got this, this looks like a little red centipede, right? I call it the body of the centipede. That's called the basilar artery. An easy way to differentiate that from the basilic vein is basilar artery, right? AR, and then AR for artery. So AR, basilar artery. Okay, so we don't confuse that. And then these 2, they're coming up from the neck through the transverse foramen. And so this is the left vertebral right vertebral artery, and this is the left vertebral artery, okay, which plug into an anastomose with that basilar artery. Coming around the side here, so we see this one, we see that, coming off and around, and then we even got, let's see, we got both, yeah, we got the one on this side too, okay. Those are middle cerebrals, so we have the left middle cerebral artery and then the right middle cerebral artery coming off and around from the internal carotids around the sides. And I think that's actually all the arteries that you need to know on the brain. If you have any questions, let me know. Stay strong. I'll see you next time.